Muhammad Ali. In high school, we talked about him every day. Sports has always played a part in the liberation and emancipation of our people in America. Because look who we have now. Our wonderful brother, Colin Kaepernick. And yesterday during the All-Star game, did you hear that commercial that LeBron James?
I miss it.
Oh, man. It's a powerful piece. And here's LeBron James, right? And you know they're scared because everybody telling him to dribble and don't talk. But you know something? He's as great a talker as he is a dribbler. He's a multi-genius. But you know what we've done in sports? They did not bring Jackie Robinson in because they wanted to. They brought Jackie Robinson in because the Negro Leagues used to go outside the white baseball and used to threaten them and challenge them. Play us, we'll beat you. And they started to embarrass the baseball league. That's why they allowed black folk in. Because they had to integrate in order to separate the power of the Negro Leagues. And what happened when black folk got in? They started to have to make baseball fields bigger. When they let black folk into basketball, they had to raise the hoop up with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars and the Wilt Chamberlains. They had to change the two-point shot because it became so easy. They had to get a three-point shot. Look at what the Williams sisters have done in tennis. Changed the game. Look at the young sister now. Naomi. They're changing the game. Okay. Look at Tiger Woods. You know, different with him with his situation, but the brother got game. He brought more black folk into golf than anybody else in the world. And hold on, let me stop here with Simone Biles. I call it this. I call it they're trying to Biles you. Simone Biles is performing in gymnastics things that none of them can do. And what are they telling her? You can't do it. She said, well, why not? Because we can't do it. And if you do it, then you're going to raise the bar that we'll never be able to do gymnastics again. Family. What Simone Biles is doing in gymnastics, we can do in the classroom with our children. What LeBron James has done and what Michael Jordan has done and what Tiger Woods has done and what Jackie Robinson has done and that's where they allow us to perform our best. But you take that same concept and put it into the classroom, I will teach children in ways that this civilization cannot create a test that would be able to test or measure the intelligence of black people. We are a phenomenal people, and our children are ready. I've been with them long enough. Our children are ready. And some of the most intelligent human beings I've ever met have been black people in special education and in Rikers Island. Some of the most creative. And what put them in those classes, what put them in prison is the fact this civilization can't deal with their genius, and so they will repel that. But in my classroom, we had a good time. And I made sure they understood what their deal was, who you are as a people. They used to say to me, Brother Kaba, this is boring. 8th grade social studies I taught one year. They said, this is boring. I said, it's boring? Yeah. Brother Kaba, this is boring. Teaching about George Washington and whatnot. This is boring. I said, this is boring. They said, yeah, this is boring. I said, well, you multiply that by 10. That's how bored I am teaching this nonsense to you. But if you give me 20 minutes to teach you what you need to know to pass this test, I'll tell you I'll give you 20 minutes telling you what you need to know about George Washington and what you need to know about that pedophile, Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson had a very interesting leaning towards young black children. He loved his little black girls. And to hide his sin, he moved her to France and sent his chef with him. And he lived there for a while. His chef came back. Guess what his chef brought back? French fries. French fries got here through Thomas Jefferson's black chef. That's who we are. We're a great people. My family, may I, because I know time is coming up on us, and I don't know how much time we have, but I have a free e-course and study guide at my website, www.kabakamene.com, and you can access it. My study guide is the most valuable thing I have. because it is an outline. Dr. John Henry Clark, who I consider to be my teacher, used to tell us that you may not reach your destination, but if you leave the proper roadmap, those that come behind you will. This study guide is 44 pages, and it's an outline of everything that I've attempted to do, from the origin of life in Africa to Africans in Europe to Africans in Asia, to melanin, to understand how to teach it. Got book lists there. You can go right through all of the book lists. And if you're interested in African history and you want to know the origins of it in the United States, the first book I wrote was a dedication to William Leo Hansberry. He is the first brother to ever teach an African studies course in college. My second book is called Spirituality Before Religions, and it's what brings you to a point of African spirituality. I don't mention no religions. If you're Christian, I ain't asking you to leave the Christian church. I'm asking you to Africanize your Christianity. If you're a Muslim, Africanize your Islam. If you are a Hebrew, Africanize your Hebrew. You Rosicrucian, Buddhist, Zen, Confucius, whatever, Zoroastrian. I ain't asking you to leave your organization. I'm telling you to Africanize it, because all of those religions came directly out of the mind of African people. That's who we are, family. You can go to Amazon for my books. We are great people, fam.
Can I ask one more question?
Please, brother.
Thank you.